All right. So give me a moment. I take attendance as I let students in, so that's a part of the delay. Okay. Let me see the time. All right, it's close enough for me. Give people a few more seconds to get in here. Let's see, the stream should be okay. Okay, we'll let that be. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We got like 10 seconds. So let's make sure we're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing with the right people. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Give me just a moment. All right. Ooh. Adulting. It's so great. If you can't, hopefully you can sense the sarcasm in my voice. Anyway. All right. So, come on. Oh, are you doing that thing? Daggone it. Hang on. All right. So to fix that, I gotta go like this. Let's do like this. Let's just reboot this. We can close all that for right now. And then give this a moment to boot up. Calculus. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna turn this down some. All right, and then let's put this back. All right, cool beans. Okay, I think we're ready to go. All right, so let's make sure we're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing with the right people. This should be Calculus for Business. All right, I am Mr. Pfeiffer. Okay, and this is going to be our course for Calculus for Business, spring 2021. Let me see. I can't see. We got people coming in, so give me a moment. Let's hop over here. Show my users. Let's see. We got this student and this student. Okay. Okay. So first order of business that I do want to mention, I want to say thank you guys for being here. It's not easy. I am currently locked out of my Blackboard, so I can't get into Blackboard. So we're gonna have to do things the way we're doing it at the moment. But you got my Zoom invite. You actually made it to the Zoom session, and you actually had your name showing. I had one student in the last one. He had Money Time. I was like, yo, I don't know who Money Time is, but you're missing it. So I didn't let him in. So he's gonna have to like play catch up a little bit. But you're showing your student name. So I usually take attendance as I let students into the room with the Zoom bombs and stuff like that. I don't just let anybody into the room. So I gotta recognize you. I feel free to, let me see if you can unmute. Feel free to unmute or type in the chat. I do monitor the chat. If you have just questions or things of that nature. And let's just take a moment to go through the syllabus, and let me give you a brief rundown of what I intend to do for the semester. So for this class, I do intend to do an asynchronous rhythm. What that means is that I'll do our lectures. I'll load them in advance on my YouTube channel. Let me go ahead and load a link to my YouTube channel. Let me pull it again. Everything is like slowing down, so that's the holdup. Give me just a moment. Just trying to give it a chance to load. Is this it? Let me see. Let me hide this for right now. It's kind of in my way. There we go. Let's go here. Come on. Go to my channel. Today. Thank you. Is there an official share button? I'm just going to do this. Share this link. Copy. And let's hop back here. Let's go back to the chat. Come on. No. There it is. All right, so I'm putting a link. So in the chat, I put a link to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and feel free. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and be sure to turn on all your notifications. Yes, it's a shameless plug to my YouTube channel. But it's free, and I use it to communicate with my students. I'm also using it as like a catalog of just sessions I've had throughout the years with students, several, like hundreds of students throughout the years. And I use it for free tutoring. I teach from Calculus 3 on down and a few courses beyond Calculus 3. Um, but yeah, so just turn on all your notifications at least for the semester. And when the semester's over, if you just feel like you need to, you can always turn the notifications on. Keep the subscription just as a thank you, and turn off your notifications. But you want to keep that contact because again, it's free tutoring. As I get questions, I just load the responses to my YouTube channel, and you never know when you're gonna have like somebody that's gonna need some help with math. But yeah. So again, my YouTube channel is Beautiful Mind Pfeiffer, and that's how I do a lot of communicating. So for instance, like this session that we're doing right now, I do stream live to my YouTube channel, right? So I am streaming this live. I try to be cognizant of aware of not releasing too much sensitive information of people. Let me let the student in. Give me just a moment. Let's go like this. Okay. There is that student. I'm gonna hit present. Uh-oh. Okay. Nope. Undo. Okay. Come on. Ugh. Copy. Paste. Okay. And then that student. This one right here. Paste. Okay. I can let them in. Admit. And we're back. Okay. Yeah. So sorry about that. So yeah, as you guys arrive, I let you in. A group me is a great idea. I forgot to share that with my other students. Yeah, that's a fantastic idea. You definitely want to have the contacts of your classmates in all your classes. What happens, like if you're, the biggest thing with my class is just being communication. That's the biggest thing, especially with this being asynchronous. You don't really have to sit in on the lectures. My intent is to make the video lectures in advance. So actually, the video lectures for this week, they are already up on my YouTube. I probably will make a playlist and call it Calculus for Business Spring 2021. And like our lectures will be there. So like the lectures for day one that review R.4 and R.5 and sections 1.1 and 1.2, they're already on my YouTube. I just made them like in the past 24 hours. So that's why I opened up with my YouTube link. So again, like, share, and subscribe. The group me is definitely a good idea. Just, you know. And so like for our assignments, we're going to be using Pearson. And so right now I am locked out of Blackboard. I'll get access in the next couple of days. But once I get full access, I'm going to link Pearson to Blackboard. So our homework, quizzes, and exams are going to all be through in Pearson through Blackboard. And also any notes that you see me, like anything writing that you see me doing, I'm going to load a copy into Blackboard as well. And I'm using my YouTube for recording these video sessions and recording live sessions. So everything that you see me presenting, you should be able to get a copy of. Okay. I think I did email a copy of the syllabus. So whatever email list I had earlier, I said it to the same students. We meet Monday and Wednesdays from 6 to 7:15, so I'm just watching the clock. Um, I do intend, so I make the video lectures in advance. The idea is for you to watch them, take notes as if you're in class. I try to limit them to about 35 minutes a section, and that gives us about 2 sections per class. And then what I wanted to do for class time is use class time to go through homework. If you guys don't have specific questions on homework, then I'm gonna just go through as many homework questions as I can in the time that we have. So let's kind of keep going, making our way through the syllabus. So let me see. Best way to contact me is via email. So it's basically my first name dot last name at morehouse.edu. Um, we meet in the Zoom session, so you have that. You're here. If you're here, that means you got it. And basically, it's going to be the same Zoom link every time. And I take attendance as I let you into the session. We meet Monday and Wednesdays from 6 to 7:15. My office hours on Wednesdays from 5 to 6. Other times by appointment. We're essentially going to be using class time. Basically, as like office hours. And again, I make the lectures in advance before class. So I've done all the lectures for this week. It's already on my YouTube channel. The link in my YouTube is at the top of the chat. Um, Prereqs for this course are finite math or pre-calculus with a C or better. And then the text. So it says calculus in its applications, brief version, 12th edition by Bidinger and Scott. But this is all going to be linked in our Blackboard. So there'll be an e-text. You can actually get everything from Blackboard. Now, what you're going to have to do on your end, you will have to hang tight. Hey, Google, change the light brightness to 100%. Oh, it hurt me. Wow. It's all the way in the other room. Hey, Google, change the light color to white. Kind of want to close the blinds, but that's okay. But yeah. Dang, I forgot my train of thought. Blackboard. Man, this dog stinks. You were doing stinky farts. I know you gotta go. You gotta give me like an hour. You gotta give me an hour. Let me see. Yeah, so I make the video lectures in advance. We'll use class time as just like a study session. So I'll probably just be working through homework questions as much as possible. And you can use that time. You can ask me specific questions, or we can go over concepts and ideas. And if you don't have questions, you don't really have to stay, but at least check in each day. Like get your attendance credit. It's okay if you leave. It really is asynchronous. I just need you to check in and make sure that everything's okay with each session. But I'll be using class time mainly for going through as many homework questions as I can and answering specific questions. I'm not really going to use class time for lecture. That's what my pre-recorded videos are for. And again, this book, so on your end, what you're going to need to do is just, you do have to purchase full access to Pearson. So once I finish setting it up to linking it to Blackboard, you should be prompted to purchase full access. And I think it runs about 120 bucks, maybe give or take $10, right? So you want to have that ready to go for full access. Otherwise, it should give you about 2 weeks of temporary access, and then beyond that 2 weeks, then it's not going to work, because especially if I link it to Blackboard, you're going to have to purchase full access through Blackboard. There's no course ID. You just access it through Blackboard. As you have questions, feel free to either unmute yourself or type it into the chat, and just stop me. Don't let me keep going. Go ahead. It will transfer as long as it's the exact same book. If it's a different book, then it's not going to work. But if it's the exact same book, you should be able to use the old code. Yep. Only if it's the same book. If it's a different book, then you're gonna have to buy it again. Yeah. Yeah, that's how that goes. So the question was, in case I'm not sure if the audio hang tight. The question was, does he have to, like, if he had Pearson in the past, does he have to purchase it again? And you can use the same code as long as it's the exact same book. Give me just a moment. Okay. Let's paste. Cool. Admit and hop back. All right. Let me see. So yeah, that's a little bit about the rhythm. It says required software is Excel. So being a Morehouse student, because Morehouse has a partnership with Microsoft, as long as you can actually have you get full access to the Microsoft suite. That's Microsoft Office, Excel, Outlook, like all the Microsoft stuff, Word, all of that stuff. You actually get the full suite. It comes with your Morehouse email. So as long as you can log into a .edu account, you get full access to Microsoft. Even once you leave Morehouse, like I can still get into my account from graduate school. This was like back from 2009, but I can still use that account to to log into Microsoft and get full access. But also because I'm an educator, I just use my work email. But even if I didn't have that, I could use my email from grad school, and that's like 10 years, 11 years ago. Man, time you blink, and a decade goes by. Like what the f? But as long as you have that .edu subscript or the trail on your email, then you can get free full access to the Microsoft. I'm on my laptop. Can someone add my mobile number to group me? Okay, I'll let y'all work that out. Let me see. But yeah, we might use Excel for some things. It definitely has some applications. Let's see. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. So, did I put that here? I don't know if I put that here for you guys. I'm coming right back. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Oh, I meant to. Okay. So some topics that I tend to go through: functions and functions, graphs, and Excel, business applications, rate of change and derivatives, symbolic differentiation, differentiation techniques and applications, functions of several variables, and integration. So I'm trying to think. Yeah. So like for the first, like until we get through the end of like chapter one, we'll be doing about 2 sections a day. We'll be doing about so yeah. For the number, you might want to do that like in a private message or something. I don't know if you want, you know, you know. Um, but yeah, we'll be doing about 2 sections a day. We meet twice a week, Mondays and Wednesdays. And then once we finish chapter one, we'll be doing about 1 section a day. That's about the rhythm. And we'll do that rhythm for the next 12 weeks. Also, so as far as everything is concerned, so if we're doing 2 sections a day, you can anticipate homework for each section, right? So daily homework. Whenever we get a new section, we have homework associated with that section. You can anticipate weekly quizzes, so a quiz every week over whatever we talked about that week. And then you can anticipate about an exam once a month. So, like 4 weeks out, you can anticipate exam one. And then 8 weeks out, you can anticipate exam two. And then 12 weeks out, you can anticipate the final exam, which is going to be beginning to end. But again, everything is going to be in Blackboard. So homework, quizzes. I'll make a copy of these notes available in Blackboard. Exams are going to be in Blackboard. Yeah, everything will be there. Okay. So 2 exams. So then the grading rationale, 2 exams at 30% each, to 60%. Homework and quizzes is 15%, so that's what, 75, and then the final is 25%. And then basically like 90s or A's. So we're using the A plus, A minus system. So you can see the grading rationale there. I think I did email a copy of this syllabus to everyone right before class started. And then once we finish the syllabus today, again, I have already loaded the lectures for this week already into my YouTube channel. So I did post a link to the YouTube channel at the top of the chat. Again, my YouTube channel is Beautiful Mind Pfeiffer. You just want to go there, watch the lectures, take notes as if you're in class, and then write down your questions and ask your questions during class time. Again, we're going to use class time to kind of just go through as much homework as we can and answer as many questions as we can. You don't have to stay at the lectures. You just need to check in to each class, like get your attendance credit, and that's it. And use whatever the rest of the time is however you feel like you need to do. So I think we talked about homework. It's basically daily homework for each section. A total of 3 exams. So it's exam 1, exam 2, and then the final. About every 4 weeks. So with the makeup policy, the way I've been doing it, honestly, you get a limited attempts at all assignments. But you wanna be cognizant of the due dates. Past the due date is a 10% late penalty. So what that means is that honestly, you can get whatever grade you want pretty much at any time. You just got to get everything in. Like if you're late, the only way to get an A, you got to get a perfect score, because it's going to dock you by 10% for each thing submitted late. If you want an A, if you want a stronger A, then you submit it on time. Uh, right now, I think I'm gonna change the due dates to Sunday night at midnight, like going Sunday going into Monday. Right now, I think I have it set for Friday, but I think I'm gonna change everything that's going to be due Sunday night going into Monday, so that way, because that's just seems natural to me. Um, but you can submit assignments past the due date. Again, we get a limited attempts at all assignments, but whenever we submit late assignments, it's a 10% late penalty. Okay. Again, just get your attendance for each session. You don't have to stay, just get your attendance and then do whatever you feel like you need to do for the rest. Be aware that you have already paid for tutors with Morehouse, right? So you have tutors. It's already included in your tuition. You just have to track them down. I'm not sure of the official tutor email list, but if you ask like the department chair, he knows. He can tell you how to track down the tutors. Like just call the math office and track down the tutors. Um, Again, if you made it to this Zoom, then basically it's going to be that same process every time. So we meet on Monday and Wednesdays from 6 until 7:15. But you can use that the same way you got in today. It should be the same way going forward. And you're just gonna have to bear with me until I can get access back to Blackboard, so I can finish setting up our class. And then this last page is just a document saying that you've gone through the syllabus, you understand what's expected of you out of the course, and that you'll abide by the rules of the course. So we still have maybe like 55 minutes in this class. I have already loaded the lectures for this week, so I think instead of trying to do the lecture, I'm going to refer to you to my YouTube. I'll probably reorganize everything to put your stuff in like a playlist and like my college algebra in a playlist. But for right now, you'll see it on my YouTube channel. Um, so I think I want to use the rest of the class today to start making our way through the homework and just kind of having a discussion on whatever we need to have a discussion on. Okay. So give me a moment to kind of like stop the stream and start a new stream for the homework session. Let's see.